No.
So I think right now there is this expectation of a Fed put. And I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. I think we're gonna fail to see the Fed bail us out,
and then the market reacts badly.
Market reacts poorly, but then we get like a normal recovery, which is what I think we need.
But if you think that the market is supposed to see out 12, 18 months, the question is when is that?
If we all know it's going to happen, why is the market still here? I know. I think part of it is just the fact that we're approaching year end. I would get ready for a very volatile January. I think the higher the market goes in December, the worse it's going to be in January. But I do think there are places to be. So the key risk right now is not being invested in any equities. Right. I think you need to pick your spots. Right. But I don't think that
unless you believe that maybe 18 months from now, by 18 months from now, it actually is better, meaning there is this trough you're talking about, but that what the market is actually looking at is something much further down the line.
Sure. And if you have an 18-month time horizon, I mean, if you have a longer than a year time horizon, I think you should remain invested and maybe potentially add exposure to sectors. I think if you have a 3-month or a 1-month or a 6-month or even a 12-month time horizon, it's hard to say we're going to clear where we are.
We could go 3,600 to 4,300 for like 2 years, couldn't we?
True.
Theoretically.
I mean, I think we're setting ourselves up for a better
not a trading
bull market. No, I think one of the reasons that I think we could actually see long-term gains over the next 10 years is that our valuation framework, which is the most predictive model over a 10-year time horizon, explains 80% of the market's variability over a 10-year time horizon, is telling us we're going to see 5% returns per annum over the next 10 years. Now, if you add on to that a 3% dividend yield, 8% total returns, reinvest that puts the S&P at 9,000, the price equivalent, in 10 years. I mean, the market looks like it could double over the next 10 years if you just remain disciplined, reinvest your dividends. I think we're sort of moving back to a more old-fashioned equity market.
So what are the sectors you like over the shorter term? Is energy one of them?
I really like energy. And we've liked energy for 2 years. Yeah. I don't think it's time to sell. The world is still underweight energy. Everybody bought industrials and materials as a proxy for energy. But if you look at long-short funds, long-only funds.
What's energy? Hydrocarbon energy or solar energy?
Well,
renewable
energy? I think
energy?
both could do
across
well
the
at
board.
the same time.
Nuclear?
But I like fossil fuel. I know. There's
Everything.
a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
I think they could all work at the same time. Yeah. But I think that fossil fuels are a really interesting area because we've choked off capital to the energy sector. Yeah. We are now paying CEOs on meeting their ESG targets rather than meeting their production goals. These guys are not going to flood the market with more oil because they're getting paid to actually reduce emissions, right? So we're in an environment where we've got tons of supply constraints on oil.
Unless you need this
and we need oil.
Part of your title is ESG research.
Exactly.
So
and I'm saying this as the head of ESG research at BofA because I think that oil and green and brown energy can outperform at the same time. And I think that's what we're setting ourselves up for. Yeah. The path to net zero is going to take a long time, and it's going to be paved with, I think, a lot of alpha for traditional fossil fuels. So what we want to do is rehabilitate these companies rather than just starve them of capital and create massive inflation for lower income consumers, right? I mean, what we've done is we've taken the E and focused so much on the E that we've kind of forgotten about the S impact, the social impact of high inflation on lower income consumers. And I think that's where things really unravel.
That's a really good point.